The world is full of people from different countries with different views and with different stories. Today we talk to some of them to learn a little bit more about their culture.
Goeiedag.
Здравствуйте.
Konnichiwa.
Hi. I think that anyone that goes to Belgium will say that it's just a very cozy place. It's very charming. It's very warm. Also with how people act towards each other. I think that's really like the type of people that Belgians are. And then, well, I don't know. I was never really considered American here. And I would never say that they were against the US. I think if anything, they were very interested and they all think it's like super cool. So I never had any problems with that.
A big thing for me in terms of culture there was because when I spoke Russian, I had a bit of an American accent because it's my second language. That was a little bit difficult for me, I'd say, to kind of grow up and fit in with the other Russian people there. But growing up, it's just something I was used to. And I guess that's just that's a negative aspect of Russia's culture, is that they are not welcoming to foreigners pretty much.
I would say one thing that I don't love is sort of the social aspect. A lot of it's really fake. You can hang out with a group of people and still not really feel as connected to them because so much of California culture is rooted in social media and projecting yourself as sort of like the most carefree, cool person in the world. But I will say the friends that I have made have been the ones that, to me, I think kind of defy the California stereotype in the sense of they're very blunt, they're very upfront, they're very much aware of what they want.
It's very easy to connect with people on a friendly level. We mostly just hang out. We spend good time together. We do like things off our phones, I suppose. That's a big difference from America, because usually in America you go to hang out at a friend's place and then usually you're on your phone for a couple of hours there. But in Japan, it's all very authentic, hanging out. It's more old style. Whenever you hear your mom go, "Oh, back in my day, we didn't have phones," or whatever, it's a lot like that.
What I would say people in Belgium have that would benefit other countries is they have this way of living in the moment, which is more complicated than it seems, in the sense that people here are happy with how things are right now, if that makes sense, in their life. They're not always searching for the next thing, the next job, the next degree. But there's something really beautiful about here in Belgium, how people can just be satisfied with what they have at the moment.
People in Russia for sure want to be, recognized, especially on an international stage, and that's a really, really important thing. And as we saw in the Icarus documentary, how Russia was doping their athletes to win bigger prizes at the Olympics. That definitely makes sense, because people in Russia, they really care about coming together as one country and winning different things, like especially at the Olympics, because there's a sense of togetherness, I'd say.
Something interesting about Japan is that it's trying to encourage foreigners to come into the country because we're a very homogenous society. I think last time that I checked, Japan was like 90% Japanese. Like, when you go to America, you just see this great melting pot of nationalities and ethnicities and like all these diverse types of people. In Japan, it's mostly Japanese people. If you see a foreigner on the streets, you kind of look around and you look at them funny.
Something really unique about growing up in the US, and specifically in a state that's as diverse as California, is having the opportunity to experience so many different kinds of culture. Whereas a lot of other countries, specifically more like European and more Eastern countries, have a much more homogenized culture. It's really interesting to grow up here and be able to just have like friends that have totally different cultural backgrounds from you and just live with so many people who have had completely different experiences. I think it's really eye-opening in a way that so many places in the world don't provide for you. And I think that's an experience and a life way that would benefit a lot of people.
さよなら、またね。
Tot ziens.
До свидания.
No, I have to do the hand thing, because what else do you do? Bye!